Sean todos bienvenidos a una emisión más de Cinexesos. Yo soy Angie y bueno, pues en este programa les tenemos un súper especial de la próxima película El Legado Bourne. ¿Qué les parece si comenzamos? Y si por ahí quedó un despistado que no sepa aún de qué es lo que estamos hablando cuando decimos El Legado Bourne, o si les gustó muchísimo esta saga y quieren saber de qué va a tratar la siguiente película, no se pueden perder el tráiler que tenemos nosotros. Vamos a verlo.
Hello, Mexico. I invite you to watch the Bourne Legacy, coming to you this summer.
What's your name? Catechism? Will you give yourself to this program?
Yes, sir. There is nothing that you wouldn't do for this country. You have the strength to do what's necessary.
How is he?
He's cramped.
Oh, that has healed well.
What do you think that we do out there, Doc?
Jason Bourne was the tip of the iceberg.
It's Aaron Cross. We have never seen evaluations like this. He's Treadstone without the inconsistency.
I've never met anybody in the program.
So how many of us are there?
You ask too many questions.
Jason Bourne is in Manhattan.
Confirmed.
What?
That's all I have. Gotta go.
People, listen up. This is a national security emergency.
The FBI is investigating links between Treadstone and this man, Jason Bourne.
I go down for this, Mark. You were given a Ferrari, and your people treated it like a lawnmower.
You're asking me to wipe the most valuable assets we've ever put in the field.
You're gonna start to consider the magnitude of what we're facing if this moves sideways on us?
Meaning what?
Meaning we will burn the program to the ground.
Look, it's me. Do you want to live? Because I want to live.
You think that Jason Bourne was the whole story? There's a lot more going on here.
You've had alterations to 2 different chromosomes. It's the most exciting development in the history of the science.
Well, I'm not just a science project, Doc.
I gave them everything. We both did.
Okay? Let's go.
Jeremy Renner, el actor principal de esta película, visitó la Ciudad de México y por supuesto Cinexesos estuvo ahí en la conferencia de prensa. Y si quieren saber qué fue lo que pasó, no se muevan.
Well, I'm a big fan of the franchise. I love that kind of filmmaking, and I love the level of authenticity. It's reminiscent of my favorite movies growing up, like The French Connection, where the attention is put on the character and the plight of a character. And the Bourne series has this in spades, and as well as it's continued into Bourne Legacy with Aaron Cross. I just felt like it was very complex, and it had great physical challenges. And I got to work with some of my mentors, Rachel Weisz and Edward Norton. Been a new fan that I am of Oscar Isaac. No, I was not afraid of being compared to Matt Damon at all. We're very different characters. I know the comparison is going to be drawn and will be drawn, will always continuing to be drawn. But that's not my problem. That's not something I have to worry about. I had to worry about helping the director tell a story. I'm not really good at walking around with things I can't control in my head and in my life, so I kind of push them away. So compare me as you like, but you know, that's not my issue. Thank you very much. Have a good day, y'all.
Por supuesto, también tenemos entrevistas con parte del cast de esta gran película, El legado Bourne. Y bueno, pues ¿qué les parece si les echamos un vistazo?
You think that Jason Bourne was the whole story? Sorry, there's a lot more going on here.
There's a triptych in this film. One is a soldier, one is a scientist, and one is the chess master, in a way, the architect.
Tune into what I'm trying to say to you. Do you know what a sin eater is? Well, that's what we are. We are the sin eaters. We are morally indefensible and absolutely necessary.
Buyer is somebody who couldn't do what he's doing if he didn't believe in the larger purpose.
You're asking me to wipe the most valuable intel-gathering assets we've ever put in the field.
I'm a patriot, the same as you are, but you and I have our jobs because we've got the strength to do what's necessary. He's able to justify certain actions because of a larger morality that he believes in.
Who the hell is he?
It's Aaron Cross.
Find him fast and kill him. I think he's the kind of guy who always assumes the worst in some sense. He's very clinical.
Consider the magnitude of what we're facing if this moves sideways on us.
Meaning what?
Meaning we will burn the program to the ground.
My character may in fact have things going on around him that he's only dimly aware of. The danger of playing this game is that these things are never as in your control as you hope they will be.
People, listen up. This is a national security emergency.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we are at the famous Elbow Falls, which is the location of the first shot of the movie. We have a water theme at the beginning of all the movies, and we left the last movie with Jason Bourne in the water, and we're going to start this movie with Aaron Cross in the water. So the transitions tie in, and that way we then sweep out into the new story.
The water was like 45 degrees. It's really, really dangerous to go in 45-degree water with no clothes on and go underwater and come out, no matter how many times you do it.
That's what I was so stressed about. How do you prepare for that? It was so bad up to the moment going in.
Ice was forming on his beard by the time he walked the 30 yards up to the fire that he'd prepared.
I was thinking he was very brave and courageous, and he certainly was the right man for the job. To just walk casually up to the fire shows what he's made of, and that's the kind of character we want for this movie.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not jumping in the water again, but I'm glad I did it.
We're here getting ready to record the orchestra for Extreme Ways, and of all my years of working in classical music, I've never actually recorded with an orchestra before. I'm really excited to hear what happens. I've recorded the drums, the guitars, the bass, the keyboards, everything else in my studio.
Extreme ways are back in extreme places I didn't know.
And now we're recording the orchestra here because it would be kind of difficult to get 110 people into my tiny little studio. James Newton Howard, we like each other and we respect each other when we've talked about re-recording Extreme Ways, and he's been encouraging and supportive, and I wanted to create a juxtaposition with the orchestra and let the orchestra be more melodic and bombastic to contrast with the sort of frenetic rhythmic elements. The best classical musicians on the planet playing music that I've written. It was really wonderful. I thought it sounded great. It's amazing.
Esto ha sido todo por la emisión de Cinexesos de hoy. Esperemos que la hayan disfrutado tanto como nosotros haciéndola. Yo me despido, soy Angie, y por favor envíenos sus dudas o comentarios a las direcciones que están apareciendo ahora en sus pantallas. Yo me despido y nos vemos en la próxima.